Hello CTCS family, Dr. Roan here with another quarterly update on the good things happening on and around campus. We've got a lot to share, so let's get started. The third quarter started off with our annual wind term and a service day in the high school. This year, we saw our students participate in activities like dance classes, driver's education, laser engraving, baking, sewing, pickleball, and even self-defense. Wind term always provides students a great week of experiential learning, and it's a wonderful way to start the second semester. However, our ninth grade students took it a step further by giving back to our local community through a day of service at Love of Christ Food Pantry. Our entire freshman class spent their day handing out groceries to families in need. I'm so proud of our ninth graders and how well they represented CTCS by truly sharing the love of Christ with others. January also saw our cheerleaders get involved. Our cheer squad hosted the Little Lion Cheer Camp for our pre-K and elementary students on January the 31st, and it was a tremendous success. With over 50 girls in attendance, they learned basic cheer motions, chants, and sideline routines, all while building confidence, teamwork, and school spirit. The program is led by our very own CTCS cheerleaders, creating a fun and encouraging environment while also developing leadership in our future athletes. Did any of you happen to visit the Bell County Youth Fair this year? If so, you would have definitely seen some of our CTCS 4-H students showing animals in the livestock arena or competing in the agricultural mechanical division and the family consumer sciences division. From 3rd grade through 12th grade, our students performed wonderfully and even brought home some of the top prizes. In fact, I'd like to recognize a few of our top performers from this year. 10th grader Bentley Snyder was named Grand Champion in Ag Mech for his complete restoration of a 1984 John Deere 318 tractor mower. He also won Best in Class for Western Riding. 11th grader Emma Lathy also won Best in her class for her performance in Western Riding. And 9th grader Reno Schuff won Reserve Grand Champion for his breeding swine. In middle school, we had 8th grader Brooke Wolf, who won Reserve Champion for 2 of her market steers, and Reserve Champion for her exotic heifer, and Grand Champion for all heifers for her British heifer. 7th grader Sienna Schuff won Best in Class for her Class 15 Hampshire market swine. And fellow 7th grader Ezra Fryer won Reserve Champion in woodworking crafts. In the elementary division, a pair of 3rd graders took Best in Class. Kinsler Poe won Best in Class for her homemade wreath, and Beckett Thayer won Best in Class and Champion for his dill sour cucumber pickles. And 5th grader Brianne Wolf won Best in Class and Champion for her Maine Anjou heifer, Best in Class for her Angus heifer, and Grand Champion all steers for her market steer. Wow! Way to go, everyone! These highlighted students represent over 30 students that are to be commended for their hard work, time, and dedication. Congratulations to all of our students that competed in this year's Bell County Youth Fair. The future is certainly bright for our 4-H program. February also saw both of our basketball teams make the playoffs and our brand new powerlifting team find success in its inaugural season. Additionally, some of our senior athletes signed letters of intent to play collegiate sports. Congratulations to Jenna Good, who will continue her volleyball career at Lyon University in Batesville, Arkansas. You might remember from last year that Jenna's older brother, Jacob, is also a student athlete at Lyon, where he competes for their baseball team. Staying with baseball, congratulations go to Russ Pedigo for signing his commitment to continue his baseball career with Cairn University in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. And last but certainly not least, congratulations to Liam Ralston, who committed to wrestle for my alma mater, McMurray University in Abilene, Texas. I'm so proud of all of our student athletes, and I wish these 3 all the best as they move on to their next stop on their journey. As we rounded out the quarter, we celebrated one of my favorite times of the year, Read Across America Week. I love this week for many reasons, but one in particular is the intentional emphasis that is placed on how much fun reading can be for our students. Our elementary teachers did an amazing job of transporting students into the very pages of the books that they were reading. Each day had a particular theme, and each teacher did their best to help students fully embrace the theme. And as you can see by all the pictures, the students loved it. On Monday, students could choose between Pajama Day or Dr. Seuss Day. Tuesday was Wild About Reading, and students were encouraged to wear animal print. Wednesday brought us Bible Character Day to coincide with chapel. On Thursday, there were lots of eye patches and swords in the hallways as students dressed like pirates to celebrate poetry. And Friday, students held a book character parade around the main building to the applause of the middle school and high school students. It was a great week with lots of fun. Thank you to our wonderful elementary teachers for their unwavering dedication to their students and to learning. I love celebrating our students and all the great things that God is doing here at CTCS, including our retreats. The week before spring break saw our 6th graders head off to Camp Tejas and our 8th graders embark on their wilderness retreat. Both retreats allowed our 11th and 12th grade student opportunities to pour into these middle school students as counselors. Through worship, the word, work, and a whole lot of fun, our students, young and old, made lasting memories together. This annual tradition is a cherished part of the overall program at CTCS, and it's always a boost to the spirit on campus. As you can tell, there is much to celebrate from the third quarter, and the fourth quarter will be no different. We have spring concerts, a musical, our annual auction, and graduations coming up, just to name a few things. But the most important thing coming up is actually coming up this weekend. I hope you will join me in celebrating the resurrection of our Savior this Easter. Matthew 28 tells us that on that Sunday morning, some of Jesus' followers went to the tomb to find the stone rolled away and an empty grave. Angels proclaimed, "He is not here, for he is risen, just as he said he would." Jesus is the reason we celebrate Easter. And Jesus is the reason we have hope of heaven. And Jesus is the reason we exist as a school. Thank you for watching, and as always, it's a great day to be a Lion.